test, a solid fuel weapon last tested in February. The country's leader Kim Jong-un supervised the launch of the rocket, which flew about 500 kilometres before landing in the Sea of Japan. South Korea's new government said the move had dashed its hopes of forging peace with its neighbour. The UN Security Council will discuss the launch on Tuesday. Steve Evans, our correspondent in Seoul, told me why the latest test is particularly important.
The significance is that it worked like the one a week ago, and Kim Jong-un has said that it was successful and that the missile can now be deployed. And the significance is also that you have those words from Mr. Trump and Mr. Tillerson, which you just heard there, and from a new government in Seoul, which wants negotiations and it wants a more open relationship. The response is to missile tests. So that doesn't seem to bode well for those who think that diplomatic pressure and economic pressure will do the trick.
So concern must be growing then globally that North Korea is getting closer and closer to being able to launch a nuclear missile. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly concern in the US. We've heard all the words from President Trump, new President Trump. Also, I think concern about what the way out of this thing is. There are two views. One view is North Korea's got the bomb. It's pretty well got the missiles. It's a fait accompli. It's pretty well a nuclear power. You've got to do a deal. That's one view. The other view, which I think is prevalent in Washington, is it cannot be accepted. And it will not be accepted. And if that means military action, if that means war, well, then so be it. The difficulty is that from here, from Seoul, war would be an immensely costly business in terms of human lives. On one scenario, you would be talking about something like 40,000 dead and injured within 24 hours if North Korea used its conventional artillery on this region. So it's a very difficult choice for the new president. You were talking about Iran earlier. It's similar to Iran, but also very different. Iran didn't have the bomb and could be persuaded. It was an open country. It was a reasonably democratic country. There was pressure from the people, so deals could be done. North Korea is a closed country. It is completely undemocratic. You have a man and the people immediately around him at the top who think the bomb is the way to keep power.
Steve Evans there in Seoul.